Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello? Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. So today is the day, right? Today is the day we actually test your skills. I know some of our students have been with us for like a year and a half now. We started this class in August in 2021. Okay, it started with grade 10. Now we are in grade 11 and just like less than 3 months away from the exam. So it's very important that we test our skills, what we have been learning for the past many months. I know some of you joined recently, but it's okay. I mean, there are many students who join the revision class only, but that is not what I'm trying to say. Like today is the day we actually, even I feel nervous because I don't know what you guys are gonna do. Because like, I mean, this is a real O-level standard exam that I'm going to give you today. Okay, so I have to be very honest with you. Like the marks that you are getting in this exam, okay, will actually reflect the marks that you are going to get in your real O-level exam. Meaning that if I compare, like if you score 85 marks in this exam today, I'm sure that you're going to get an A pass for history. Okay, I'm 100% sure. So this is something like that. So I put a lot of effort in making this paper, and also don't be surprised if some of the questions that will appear today will be repeating in the exam paper as well. Don't be surprised, okay? Because we're good at guessing. We do our hard work, we do our homework. So don't worry about that. Okay, so let's get started with it. So first of all, I want to tell you the basic instructions that you need to follow when answering this question paper. Okay, so let me open up a small document that I made. Can you all see the screen today? Confirm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no? All right. So as you already know, the duration of your O-level history paper is 4 hours. To be exact today, it's going to be 4 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, so here we will target for 4 hours. Let's forget the 10 minutes extra that you're going to get. Okay, so in the exam today, let me tell you, you will be getting the paper early in the morning. The paper that you will be getting at 8:30 normally in the morning is the written paper. Okay, written paper. So written paper will be 3 hours and 10 minutes. 10 minutes extra time for reading and understanding and choosing the questions to answer. And 3 hours will be the actual time that you will be taking to answer the paper. Okay. So 8:30 to 11:40 will normally be your timing in your real O-levels for history. Okay. Then from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, normally from 1300 hours to 1400 hours, you'll be getting the first paper, the MCQ paper. So MCQ comes always later. Okay. MCQ is easy as well. Like, I mean, not easy, even though it's difficult. Answering that is easy, right? Because you just need to like mark a few crosses in the paper, right? So that's it. But written paper is always tough. Like, I mean, it's always good to start early in the morning, especially when it comes to written paper. But here we are not sticking to that schedule. Here we will be answering the MCQ paper first and then the written paper. Okay, so for that I have made 2 slots based on the convenience of students, based on the requests of students as well. So the first slot will start at 4:30. The paper is not uploaded yet in your Google Drive. I will upload it at 4:30. Okay, so the first slot is going to start at 4:30, and by 5:30 you're going to finish it. And we can give you like 10 minutes extra for submission. Okay, no worries, don't worry about that. You have like 10 minutes extra maximum before the Google form closes. Okay, Google form will open at 4:30 and we'll be accepting your responses, and then 5:40 onwards you won't be able to submit that. Okay, so be very careful with the timings, right? And then you will be taking the next exam. You'll be sitting for the next exam at 6 o'clock in the evening, and you'll be continuing until 9 o'clock. If you want 10 minutes extra, no problem, get that reading time, but make sure you watch the clock. Okay, work according to the timing. This is really, really important, because in the exam, timing is very, very crucial. So now itself, you need to get used to these procedures and these timings and everything, so that if you feel like, you know, you are lagging behind, we have time to improve, right? So this is what we are planning to do here. And the second slot, Pute, will start at 9 o'clock, exactly at 9 p.m. in the evening, in the night, basically. So it will go on until 10 o'clock, okay, 10 o'clock. So maximum, we can give you like 10 minutes extra before the Google form closes, likewise, like we discussed earlier. And then 10:30, you can take the second paper, and you can finish it at 1:30 early in the morning, right? Okay, early in the morning. But I can give you a little time to submit that, because, you know, if you feel like 1:30, okay, very tired, very sleepy, okay, you can, you know, first thing in the morning, early morning, like by 6 o'clock, if you want to get some sleep, go get some sleep. By 6 o'clock, you can submit the paper to my email, okay? But for the first slot, no chance like that. First slot is always the challenging slot. So you're going to submit me the paper by 9:30 maximum, okay? I give you extra time, like half an hour for those who are experiencing network issues or whatever it is, like half an hour extra to compile the paper, arrange everything in order, and submit that. How to arrange everything will be discussed now, okay? We'll be discussing now. And before that, let me also tell you the purpose of you know, keeping exams in our class, right? As you all know, like, exams are really important, because, you know, the Sri Lankan education system is always exam oriented. And also, Pute, you know, we human beings like to perform under pressure. We perform better under pressure, okay? It's very, very normal, okay? Let's say when there's no pressure, there's no targets, there's no goals. So you can just, you know, work freely, and you are not achieving anything, basically. So for example, you're going to get ready for the exam next week, you're going to work hard. Okay, if the exam is indefinite, you don't know when the exam is going to be held. Like, exam, okay, we will keep whenever you are ready. Somebody's telling you that. Like, let me know when you are ready, and we will have our exam. Will it ever happen in your life? You will never going to be ready in your life. That day is never going to come. Okay, so we human beings have a tendency to perform well under pressure. Okay, so I wanted to give you a bit of a pressure with like 3 months to go, less than 3 months, obviously, to go for the exam, so that you can check yourselves where you stand. Okay, so that is why, not like other classes, we have decided to keep 2 exams, 2 full O-level standard exams. Even at your school, there will be only 1 exam, like final exam, or I don't know if that is O-level standard, whatever. Okay, but we in our class, we will keep 2 O-level standard exam, and this is the first one of that 2. Okay, so there will be a final exam as well. So the purpose of this exam is basically, there are students who have been with us for like a year and a half now, who have basically followed the full syllabus with us. There are also students who joined recently. Okay, maybe they have done some work at school. So this is a good opportunity for both the groups of students to basically test their skills to the limits, okay, to the maximum. So basically, to know where they stand in terms of O-level standards. So you have time to go back, reflect on what went wrong, and regroup and come back strong. Okay, so that is why we have a gap. Like, okay, the next exam is going to be in the last week of April, just before the exam, right? So there's 2 months. So you know, when you get the marks of this, like after 2 weeks time, you know where you stand, and you can focus on your weak areas, and you can discuss with me. Like, I will give you the plan, and to improve your weak areas, study techniques and everything, we'll discuss, you know, one-to-one, right? Like, we have our clinic sessions, you can also call me, and we can work on that, right? So there is enough time for us to work on it. There is enough time for us to work on your weak areas and improve it. That is the main reason of this exam today. Okay, to make sure to know where you stand, and to make sure that you have enough time to recover, okay, and get back on track and be back strong, just in case if you are weak in certain areas. Okay, and the second exam is just like practice. You keep the clock ticking, you know, like just before the exam, you have this trial, so that you will have maximum confidence when you face the real O-level exam, And in that exam also, we're going to do some tough questions. We're going to give you some tough stuff so that you can I mean, your skills will be, your memory, your skills will be tested to the maximum. And then you improve your self-confidence, and then you're better prepared for the exam. And also we will give you target questions which will be very, very useful in your exam. Okay. And also one of the other purposes of having this exam is to make you familiarize with the real exam standards. Okay, with the real O-level exam standards. Even though you are taking this exam from home, we will follow the standards to the maximum of our ability based on the resources that are available to us. Okay, so that is our goal here. So our intentions are very clear. Our intentions are very clean and clear and crystal clear. And then our goals are very, very clear, well set. And only thing we have to do is work hard. Yeah, that's it. So let's get started. Let's continue with the submission of the MCQ paper. So this is how you're going to do the MCQ paper, Pute. The MCQ paper that I'm going to give you will be twofold. Okay, that is, I will give you the Google form. I will give you the Google Access, the link. So you can basically mark or basically do the exam online. So at the end of the exam, you will be getting the results of the exam. That's the most beautiful thing about this. So as soon as you submit the responses, you will be getting the results. Okay, you will know how many marks you scored out of 40. Okay, Pute? So 1 second, give me a second. We have some hot mics. Okay, and then at the same time, Pute, you also need to record your responses in the manual form. The manual form is what you will be getting in your real O levels. Okay, the real O levels is not Google form, right? It will be a manual form. So at the same time, you need to transfer all your answers to the manual form as well. So manual form, you will scan it and include that in the answer package that you're going to email me at the end of the exam. Okay, so you need to complete both the scenarios, both the prerequisites, in order to be able to count your marks officially. Okay, if anybody missed that, I'm not going to count your marks officially towards your final marks. So keep that in mind. You must fill the Google form as well as the manual form and send it to me. Okay, right. And then the written paper submission. So what you're going to do is, at the end of the exam, once you have basically answered all the questions that you have to answer, you will use an app, a mobile app, you can say, like Cam Scanner or Clear Scanner. Those are very popular apps. I personally use Clear Scanner because it's very clear, actually. You know, the photos that I take are very clear in that. And also I can do a lot of, you know, things like in that, like I can rearrange, I can change the pages, and it's like Adobe Acrobat Pro, right? So it's very easy to work with that. That is why I'm using personally, my personal recommendation. Actually, this is not an advertisement of Clear Scanner. Clear Scanner is not paying me for this, okay? But the thing is, like, I personally find it convenient. You can use anything you like. End of the day, I need one PDF file with all your answers in order to be sent to this email address, which is olevelhistoryenglish@gmail.com. olevelhistoryenglish@gmail.com. Okay. Now, when you take the photos of the PDF, when you are compiling the PDF, there will be an order to this PDF. Okay, everybody will follow this standard. Okay, so the first page of the PDF will be your MCQ manual answer sheet. I will show you that in a while. And the second PDF paper page will be Sri Lanka map. Third one will be the world map. And then the first question answers, you know, the first question is compulsory in the second paper. So we'll answer that question, and that answer will be right after the world map. Okay. And then other answers to other questions in order of appearance. Let's say you are skipping some questions. So whatever you skipped, or let's say you are answering the second question and the fourth question next, you are skipping number 3. You can skip 2 questions, you know, you can skip 3 questions altogether in the paper. In part 2, you can skip 2 questions. You already know this, I believe. So read the instructions very carefully once again in the paper. If you are not clear, just, you know, give me a call or send me a message or ask me now. I will give you time to ask questions. And then in order of appearance, that means now number 2, number 3, number 4. So you are choosing number 2. So question number 2 will come after question number 1. Okay. Then you are choosing question number 5. You are skipping 3 and 4. So question number 5 will come, 6 will come, 7 will follow, like that. Okay. So everything should be in order so that it's easy for me to mark. Not only that, it also gives you the practice of working properly. Okay. Like working in order. Okay. So basically, not only in school, maybe you go to a job, you go to an interview, everything. So your certificates, everything should be in order. When you are working with documents, so, you learn all those things from the school life itself, right? So you are better prepared for your future as well. So it's very important. Just, like, don't ignore these little things. Like, do whatever you do it properly. Okay. Do it professionally. Okay. And then attaching the paper. Okay. Some students are asking, can't we attach using stapler? You can attach, you can stay without attaching also. I don't mind that. Okay, you do whatever you want, I don't care. But why am I telling you this? Because I want you to be better prepared for your O-levels. That is why I am giving you instructions like this. Following that, not following that, you do whatever you want. I don't care. I can do like that, right? I can tell you like that. Then you feel bad, right? Isn't it? But why am I pushing you? Okay, do like this, do like this. This is the way it is. This is how it's going to happen. Why? Because I don't want you to suffer from any additional headaches when you really sitting for the exam. So when you already know these procedures, everything, sitting for the exam is just like, sitting for an online exam, in the class at home. Okay. Everything becomes, like a walk in the park, eating a piece of cake. Something like that, That is why I'm giving you this practice today. So that, you know the procedure, you don't have to ask anybody. I have seen people, students go to the exam and they're asking what to do, how to attach the paper, what to do next, what to do next. Additional headache. You forget everything you studied also. Now, do you want that? You tell me. Do you want that or no? Oh, you want to go to the exam with your heads up, with your chest forward, like that, with confidence, with a smile on your face. And when others are like scratching their heads, you're going to be smiling at the paper and writing answers to that. So you decide what you want to be. Okay. Then you follow my instructions. Nobody who followed my instructions failed the exam or lost in anything, right? I mean, remember, this is the same procedure that we'll be following in all exams. Okay. All papers, right? Whether it's maths, whether it's Sinhala, whether it's science, whether it's business studies, everything, you will attach the paper using the same procedure. And Tipex are not allowed. Color pens are not allowed. Use blue or black only. I personally prefer blue. You can use blue. I like to use blue. So because the printed letters will be in black. So you know what you wrote when you write in blue. So it's easy to distinguish, it's easy to recognize. So I personally like blue. You decide what's best for you. And then the paper that you are getting today, the additional papers, the answer sheets, everything will be punctured. Okay, will have been punctured. Okay, there will be a puncture hole. So if you have a puncher at home, you can just make a hole like 1 inch, like keep the puncher and see, like equal distance, something like this. Okay, you can see. So you can make a hole like that. But if you don't have a puncher, don't worry. Use a pencil, something like a pencil. Don't use a pen because it might ruin the pen actually. Even a pen is very expensive nowadays. I don't want you to do anything with the pens either. So use a sharp tool and make a hole. Okay. So I used actually. I didn't find a pencil now, so I use this one. It's a multimeter probe. Okay. Yeah, I use this one. So anyway, you won't have this type of tools at home. I mean, home or whatever in the exam hall, but normally they will puncture it and give you. So all you need to do is they will give you a piece of thread also. So don't worry. That is why I told you to get ready with a piece. Like I have this one. Actually, you can use a white color thread, no problem. So what I do is, let me just zoom it in and show you. So I'm going to put this thread through. Once I have answered all the questions, once I have compiled all of them in order, I'm gonna make the holes. If I have a puncher, I'm gonna use the puncher. If I don't have, no problem, I'm gonna use something like this, right? So this is the set of papers. Suppose everything compiled together. If you want to scan before doing this, no problem, do it. And then I'm gonna put a knot here. Okay, so but I'm going to put the knot. It's very simple, right? You know this already. Okay, you went to Montessori, right? So these are all basic stuff. So don't make it very tight. Keep it somewhere not very loose and not too tight, and put at least 2-3 knots. Okay, 3 knots is better because just in case it doesn't fall off. Okay, so I put 3 knots here, and then I keep some space here. Okay, so it's moving like this, right? It's not too loose, it's not too tight also, because if it is very loose, what will happen is the papers will go here and there everywhere. If it is too tight, it will be difficult to turn the pages. Okay, so now here it's easy to turn the pages. Okay, so like that, right? So I kept it a little loose. Okay, knowingly, right? So you will keep it a little loose, like 1 centimeter, as you can see 1 centimeter between the knot and the paper. Okay, so it's slightly loose. Okay, it moves freely, but it's not very loose, right? It's not very loose. So this is the way you will be attaching papers to all subjects in your O levels, not only history, to all subjects. So if you are taking the school exams, you just talk to your teachers and ask for something like this, right? I mean, we need to follow this procedure. If you have been doing the stapler method, why don't you just get used to it now itself? Is easy, right? So you don't have to panic in the exam. So now itself you are ready for this. Okay, all right, so that is how you need to attach the paper, and then you will send me the paper. You will scan the paper. You will scan the paper before attaching. That's better, because that way you can make a nice scanned version of the paper, and then you can send it to me. You can only email this time, no WhatsApp papers. You can only email this time, because it makes easy for me to take the printouts and stuff like that. Okay, right. Any questions before I show you the paper? I'm not going to show you the paper anyway. I'm going to upload you the paper. Any questions for that? So last July, I remember we had an exam like this. We also tried to follow, the instructions. Yeah, basically. So our senior students who were with me last July, they already know the procedures basically. But here it's a little different, because here I have added the order of attaching the paper as well. Okay, so here is a little tough. Here is like the same O-level standard. Okay, so 1 second. So you have to follow this order. Okay, so I will be sending this instruction leaflet in your WhatsApp group as well. Okay, right. How will you send the MCQ form? Oh my God, you're asking now. Okay, so everybody got a booklet like this, right? Printable. Yeah. Your MCQ form is in that Pute. Didn't you check? Here, this one, third paper. This is the MCQ answer sheet. Okay. Yeah, Risit Pute, you noted. Okay, those who want to take the exam in the second slot, please tell me. Yeah, okay. Right. So let me take you through the answer sheet now, answer booklet now. Okay. Right. That is the last part for today before we start the exam really. Okay. About the exam, the MCQ paper, 1 hour, 40 questions, this. In the second paper, we have been discussing this so many times. The first question is compulsory. And in the second part, you can choose 4 questions. And in the third part, there will be 2 questions. You have to choose only 1. Okay. In the second part, there will be 6 questions. You have to choose only 4. Read the instructions. If you have any questions, please ask. Okay, so our students are, I think, very familiar with that, because this is not the first exam that we are following, and also we have been doing past papers and everything for the past several months, right? Okay, so I have included this map Pute this time, because this is the map that they gave in 2021 O levels. So this is the latest map that we have, but the map that we have been discussing very, very close to this. Small differences are there, like for example, the reservoirs are not colored in black. okay, they are kept like empty, okay, like white color, all white basically, but we had black color spots in the previous map. That is basically the like not a big difference basically, but there are small like 2-3 differences in this map than the one we've been discussing. Don't worry about that. We'll be discussing this map also. When we discuss the paper, I will tell you the differences. And also we have a separate seminar for map marking. So in that we will be discussing everything that's required. Okay. So this will be your first paper. I mean, not the order of attaching. Okay. This is the order of printing that I have given you, right? So when you're attaching, you need to attach this one first. Okay. This one, right? Okay. Now, look at this one. This is something that's similar to what you'll be getting in your O levels. Okay. Basically, these things won't be there. I mean, instead, different wordings will be there. But here we have not given you an index number. In your O level exam, you will be using only the index number. Okay. Not your name, your grade, nothing will be there. But here I put your name because we have not given an index number to our students, right? But in your O levels, make sure you write only the index number, nothing else. Okay. Not stuff like I'm working hard, please consider. Yeah, I'm poor, I'm rich, I'll give you 100,000. Don't write these type of things. Okay. And your phone number especially. Yeah, don't write these stuff. Just write your index number. That's it. Okay. Right. So here we'll write your name, write your grade, put like O levels here, and the term you just put like first mock exam or first exam, and you will put your date here. Okay. Right. This is for me only. This is not for you. And when you are answering, use a pencil. Okay. Use a pencil. I mean, there's no hard and fast rule that you can't use a pen, but I recommend use a pencil. But even if you use a pen, is okay, right? It doesn't matter, because I will tell you how to void an answer if you made a mistake. Okay. So what you are doing is, let's say suppose the first question, the answer is number 2. So you will put across like this, not small. Okay. Not like this. This is too small, and not like this also. Okay. Yeah. It should be just covering the circle. That's it. Remember that very well. Okay. And no coloring. Okay. Don't try to color like, dots and blah, blah, this type of, this is not an arts paper. We are not checking your artistic skills here, painting skills. No, just put across. That's it. Okay. Suppose you decided that the answer to question number 1 is number 2, but later when you are checking again, you found a better answer, that is number 4. Now, how do you change this? That's a big question. Nobody will teach you this one. I mean, I still remember who taught me this. It was my history teacher back in my tuition class in 2003. Okay. He's the one who taught me this in my tuition class. Okay. So many people don't know the procedure. What you need to do is not to panic. Okay. There's nothing to panic. Okay. You can change the answer like that, but maximum once only. Okay. But you keep answering all, then, okay, you are telling, oh, number 1, number 2. No, it's number 1. Now number 3. Oh, no, my God, it's number 2 again. So you write number 2 here, right? And then do it. Is that how you do it? No, we don't expect 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds to play the fool like this. Okay. So we are expecting something better than that. Maybe mistakes do happen to people. Yeah, obviously. That is why we recommend use a pencil. You use a pencil. But if you want to use a pen, doesn't matter. At the same time, you should know how to make an answer void. So let's say first answer you selected is number 2, but you want to change it to number 4. So what you are doing is here, you are drawing a circle here like this. Okay. So that you are showing that you cancelled your answer. So this one is permitted, but maximum once. Okay. You can't just, do it here and there everywhere. So make sure before you answer, before you mark the answer, make sure you have selected the right answer. Teaching you this doesn't mean that you have to commit mistakes all the time. Okay. Why am I teaching you this is basically just in case, to use it in an emergency. That's it. It doesn't mean that it's like going on the road. Sri Lankan people going on the road. Have you seen? Right? Have you seen people going on the road? Have you seen people driving vehicles? In the road, There's a broken line like this, right? Yeah, the Sri Lankan attitude, okay? So get rid of this attitude once and for good. So when you drive, you are supposed to be here, okay? Not here, right? But the rules say that when you are overtaking, you can cross this line and come to the right side and overtake a vehicle. So you can cross this line while overtaking. You can cross this line while overtaking. Then Sri Lankan people, they cut this while overtaking part, and they here only you can cross this line. Okay, you can cross this line. Then you can cross this line becomes you have to cross this line. Okay, they interpret this as you must cross this line. So every day when they are driving, they cross this line. They drive like this. Okay, so this is the pure stupidity of the typical Sri Lankan. Seriously, I have to be very clear on that. Okay, we are stupid, right? Isn't it? Obviously, yeah, 90%, maybe 95%, pure stupid. Otherwise, will we appoint these stupids to the parliament like this? Will we be here like this? No, right? We are stupid. We have to accept. Maybe me also, yeah. Okay. So this is what we need to understand. So now you don't think like I must commit a mistake, and I'm not scared of committing a mistake. If I commit a mistake, I'm gonna make it void like this. Yeah. No problem, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Yes. Now this attitude should change. Okay. This is in case of an emergency only. Now you know the procedure. So you're confident. The main purpose of this is making you confident. Okay, nothing else. All right. Then you have the answer sheets for the last part. We'll move on quickly. This is the answer sheet for the some students were asking if they can use full scap papers. I said, okay, you can do it, but what about the practice towards your exam, right? So this is very similar, 90% similar to what you will be getting in your O-level exam. Okay, so this is the typical answer sheet that you're going to get. So you must write your index number. Here you can write your name. Don't forget your name. Okay, when I make prints, sometimes here and there papers might go here and there, so I might not be able to find your paper. Okay, so then you will lose marks. So make sure you write your name in every page. In the exam, in the real O-level exam, you will be writing your index number in each and every page. Okay, and then here you will be writing the question number. Suppose the main question number, okay, the main question number you're answering is number 2. You are writing 2 here, not anywhere else. And Roman 1 will come here. Okay, Roman 1 will come here. Then you will answer that. Roman 2 will come here. You will leave one line. Okay, you will leave one line between the answers. Better, no, for clarity. Okay, then you will write the answers here. Bullet points. Bullet points are recommended. Let's say, for example, write 2 types of sources of studying history. You use 2 bullet points for that. Okay, then number 3, question number 3 you will leave something like this and write it here. So this is how you will write, and you will not write anything in this line. Okay, this line is for examiners to put marks. Okay, this one. Okay, so don't write anything here. Okay, so to give you the real practice only, I gave you this. So here there's the page number as well. Very easy, very convenient, right? For me also, it's going to be easy, right? So you're going to write page number 1 or 2 or whatever it is in order. Okay, everybody got it? Put it. Any questions up to now? Please ask. Fatima, you are driving on the middle of the road, right? You have seen this, right? Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me,
Any
sir.
questions for that? Yes, for that. Yeah.
Sir, I didn't get printout of this paper. Is it okay if I do it in a full scan?
Yeah, it's okay, but make sure you know this procedure at least. Okay. Yeah. But if you can, even if you can put a small box like this and put the question number, it's okay. Maybe you couldn't get a printout, no issues, due to maybe there was a reason. So whatever. Use your available resources to the maximum so that you just follow the procedure, you know the procedure. Okay. Anything else for that? You are nervous. How come you are nervous? Yeah. Okay. You must be the most confident student, right? Isn't it? Okay, but everybody ready? Karen, I know you're ready. Fully ready, yeah? Ready and fully ready. What's the difference for that? You're ready, fully ready. Fully ready means you are confident that you are ready. I'm fully ready. You know, we use this word fully ready in aviation. You know, when the pilot asks the engineer or the mechanic who's on the ground, "Are you ready?" Then the mechanic or the engineer will reply like, "Fully ready." That means he's ready, ready to die. Something like that. You know, ready. That means there's nothing else. Everything is ready. They're going to push the plane. They're basically ready to depart. Okay, so pilot will ask, "Are you ready?" I still remember replying, "We are fully ready." Fully ready. Are you fully ready then? It is what it is, right? Okay, let's go with it then. 4:33 now. So you can start 4:35. Exam assistant will be online. If you have any issue, post it in the group only. Post in the group so that I can forward the same to her. She'll be there to assist you if there's anything, if there's any problem that you are facing with the Google form, anything, any alignment issues, anything like that. Okay, if you can't find the answer or something like that, technical issues, you know, might come up. So I will be posting the link to the Google form in the group. Okay, and the papers, both the papers will be put in the Google Drive. Okay, so did I show you the Google Drive? No? Putha, did I show you the Google Drive? One second, 1 second. Let me just show you that. And yeah. Okay, so this is a Google Drive. No, this is your Google Drive. Okay, 2022 O levels. These are the folders that you have access into. Okay, so here, Puthe, you have map marking, your mock exams, your papers. So go to mock exams. Okay, here this is the previous exam that we did last year in July, and this is the exam that we are going to do today. Okay, so here O level standard mock exam 2023, February 23rd. So if you click this, you can see the paper. Okay, I'm going to upload it now in a minute. So all the best. See you. And if you have any questions, please contact me. Okay, all right.